Hey, I believe that I am now live and I am able to stream and chat, talk, and show what I have been doing recently. Hello, my dear friends. This is Feavel, and welcome to this channel where I show, uh, how I program, how I think, how I code, how I play chess, how I make music, and also, I would really love to share some psychoanalysis and philosophy stuff, but that's for another live stream. So, if you're jumping in and you're here to check out how to set up Svelte Convex Tiptap for real-time collaboration, you're in the right place. And this stream is going to be pretty long, if I'm not wrong. And you can go in detail on what I have been doing. But anyway, I'm also going to be making a video from the stream and probably uploading it to YouTube, so it will be like faster pace and everything, because content and media era, everybody wants faster stuff, but it's understandable because everybody got stuff to do. So since we have no viewers yet, let's just you're my viewer now. I am going to show you where it all started. Whoops, not on the YouTube. Actually, it all started from the YouTube because since I have started streaming and showing everybody what I'm doing and everything, I became more and more invested into tech, into programming, and like publishing stuff. Before that, I really liked to do music and just produce music. Also, I'm a very good mixing engineer. I use Ableton and Pro Tools, and I used to use but never mind. Basically, I just love making music, and it's really my stuff, but since for some time I have changed to programming and coding. So, I believe that I have streamed like 6 times prior to this one, so it was a great experience and everything. But one time I thought that maybe because my most viewed video was editors, comparing TipTap with editor.js, and in that one I have found out that editor.js doesn't really have a collaboration plugin or something and sort of like that. So I have thought, why not just find out how to sync and set up multi-collaboration for TipTap in Svelte and Convex. So I went into the rabbit hole, and in my previous stream I kind of didn't really get to the point because the Convex client wouldn't connect to the internet. So I went for 1 week and just made this really cool plugin for Convex and Svelte. It's a component, Convex component, which is it's a translation from this React version, which you can find on the official website. But this one, because it's a React plugin, it's not it didn't work in Svelte. And what I found out that this plugin was actually not very hard to translate to Svelte, and I've spent like a few days and it all got working, but the most critical part was figuring out how to translate the React hooks, like use callback, use memo, and use ref to Svelte syntax. But after I did that, it kind of started working. Also, figuring out the signals like the writable and derived in Svelte. Like should I use them, or should I set up my own writable store and use signals and everything? But at the end of the day, I went with the this default template for packaging, like in Svelte Kit. So where is it? 1 second. It's on the official website. Oh, right here. So packaging. So Svelte has this cool template for packages where your source library directory is basically what is going to be published to npm, while your source routes is like the stuff that's not going to be published. So I just moved the code into source library, and it all kind of worked, and I'm pretty proud of myself. And probably, I don't know if I'm going to update the package or not, but if I suddenly find that there is like really cool update that I can do, maybe I'll do it. But until now, it works and it's all good. So let me record for YouTube real quick. So, hello, my name is Feavel, and if you're jumping in and so, hello, my name is Feavel, and if you are jumping in and you are interested in how Svelte, Convex and Tiptap live collaboration works, and how to set it up with Convex component, you're in the right place. I guess it's not the best way to record, but so hello, my dear friend. If you are here to check out how this Svelte Convex component works, you're in the right place, probably like this. Hello, my dear friend. If you're here to check out how this Svelte Convex Tiptap component works, you're in the right place. Because what? Because you can build live collaboration editor, right? Oh, it's so hard to record. My dear friend, if you are here to check out how to set up Svelte component inside Convex, no. My dear friend, if you are here to check out how to set up this Convex component which syncs Tiptap in Svelte projects, you're in the right place. Because yesterday I just published this package, and I'm here to show you how to use it. Let me quickly check what I have recorded. Component works, you're in the right place, probably like this. Hello, my dear friend. If you're here to check out how this Svelte Convex Tiptap component works, you're in the right place. My dear friend, if you're here to check out how to set up Svelte component inside Convex, my dear friend, if you're here to check out how to set up this Convex component which syncs Tiptap in Svelte projects, you're in the right place. Because yesterday I just published this package, and I'm here to show you how to use it. I didn't really like it. Hello, my dear friend. If you're here to check out how to set up a Svelte Convex Tiptap component to sync your Tiptap editor across users and across browsers, you're in the right place. Because yesterday I have just made this package and published it, is a convex component which syncs TipTap editors across browsers. So let's jump into it. Syncs TipTap in Dear Friend. If you're here to check out how to set up a Svelte Convex Tiptap component to sync your TipTap editor across users, and the right place, because yesterday I have just made this package and published it. Hello my dear friend, if you're here to check out how to set up a Svelte Convex Tiptap component to sync your TipTap editor across users and across browsers, you're in the right place, because yesterday I have just made this package and published it. It's a convex component which syncs TipTap editors across browsers. So let's jump into it. Okay. So originally So if you're familiar with Convex, it has this cool concept of components, which are basically pieces of code that run inside your database, but also they are like a small database themselves. So they have methods, they have their own functions and everything, and they work like independently from your database. And this component, cosveti-sync by Convex, as I believe, it's pretty cool, it's pretty good, but it didn't work in Svelte, so I decided to translate it to Svelte so I can use it, because I want to do collaborative documents in my own application. What the original component provided was this React hook and an API and an ID, and gave a object called sync, which had is loading, editor, create method, and an extension. Okay. Didn't give an extension, but I made an extension, which I guess is cool. I guess it's cool. So if you're a React user and a big fan of using use callback, use memo, and use ref in your code, I guess you'll have to check out the original cosveti-sync. But for now, I'm going to show you. An extension with user and a use callback, use memo, and use ref in your code. Fan of using use callback, use memo, and use ref in your code. So if you're a React user and a big fan of using use callback, use memo, and use ref in your code, I guess you'll have to check out the original cosveti-sync. But for now, I'm going to show you. Because we are going to go with because we are going with my package today. Yahoo! Mm, because today we are checking out this cosveti-sync. It's a shorthand for, oh no, my OBS. So today we are going with cosveti-sync, which is a short for Convex, Svelte, and Tiptap, which I made. The name, yeah. And explore how to use it. So basically, So basically, once you have a Svelte Convex project set up, you add this with the command. Also, you will have to have TipTap Core and Prose Mirror installed in your project, because if you're going to be using TipTap. After that, we have to go to Convex config to actually, let me do it part by part. What have I recorded? Short for the name. So what we are going to explore today is this cosveti-sync, which is a short for Convex, Svelte, and Tiptap, which I made up, and explore how to install it. So to install it, you just run the command. You have to have these packages installed in your project. You will have to add this into your convex configuration, like root convex configuration, and then add this TipTap sync or whatever name you want file and create a TipTap client from this class. After that, it will provide you with these methods, and these methods can be used in your project and your code. So the main method that this package provides is use TipTap sync, which takes in a convex client, a sync API, a document ID, and options, which are optional, of course. So what this package provides is this main method, use TipTap sync, which takes in parameters like convex client, a sync API, an ID, and optional options. Sounds pretty cool. And it returns these 5 methods, or 5 writables, should I say, which you can subscribe to, and when they update, the value will update. So it returns these 5 writables, which are stores, if I'm not wrong, or writables. So what it returns is these 5 values, which are stores, except the create, because it's just a function. And these are going to update when their content is updated. So let's explore how to use it in Svelte. And then it returns these 5 values, which 4 of them are stores, Svelte stores, which you subscribe to, and on live changes they will change also. And this one function create to create documents. So next, let's explore how to use it in Svelte. Basically, we have this. So in your plus page or Svelte component, what you're going to do is set up a convex client. If you're using Convex Svelte, you have this method available, which you can create a convex client. And then you pass down this convex client to the use tiptap-sync function, the API for your Svelte component, and the document ID that you want to edit. For example, here we have this constant document ID, test.id. And after that, as you can see, it returns these 5 methods. 4 of them are stores, and 1 of them is a function. So for stores, you have to use this $sign to subscribe to them. For example, is loading when the component is loading or setting up, for example, this is going to be shown. And for initial content, for example, if no initial content is provided, you will be able to create a document. When the extension is present, you will get this. When the extension is present, you can pass it down to your editor component. For example, here I have additional extensions, which is a subscribed writable, and so when the extension is available, you should render your editor and pass the extension to your editor's on-mount setup, which we'll explore in a second. And also, you might have to, you should pass your content to the editor, so the initial content loads. Of course, everything open source. If you find any issues, make sure to go to issues, create new issue, and I'll check it out. And if I can help, I'll probably help you personally. So to make things fun and So to make things even more clear, let's just set up the project from 0. First, we're going to go to Convex and see in the Svelte Quick Start, we're going to create an app. So let's go to our Z editor and create cosveti demo. So to make things even more useful, let's just set up a clean project from 0 so you have a better understanding. First, we're going to set up an application, and because I am using bun, I'm not going to be using npx. Let's go to our Z editor, type in bun x create cosveti demo, and we're going to go with a minimal. Enable some plugins. Probably unit testing, although I'm not going to set up any tests in this one, and adapter, and install everything. After that, we jump into our After that, we jump into our folder. Whoops. Which is oh no. Oh no. Ooh, how do I go into the moon? Talking to. That's a not very good song. No, 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 no. Local file sharing is disabled. What? After that, we are going to jump into our directory to see our newly created project. For now, I'm going to follow the guide and install Convex and Svelte. After that, we are going to add a convex.json file to create that short path. And we are going to run bunx convex dev. So after signing in our browser, I am able to select an available project, choose an existing one, and I'm going to go with Svelte Tiptap. So once it says that functions are ready, we're going to get this convex file, and now we can go into our package and start setting up the package. Wait. So once the convex development service is running, we can go in and set up our package. So once convex services are running, we can go and set up a tiptap Svelte editor. For demo purposes, I'm going to go with this official docs, but there are For demo purposes, I'm going to go with the official docs, but there are cool alternatives, like this Edra editor, which comes in with plugins with shadcn built into it, and also a Notion like this style design, which I think will fit very, very good. So I'm going to copy this command, npm install, go back to our terminal, and run bun install the dependencies. So, because my demo project already has an editor set up, I'm just going to go and copy this editor code and set up the editor. just like this. Let me see what I have recorded. It has and the editor. Just like this. So to explain, this editor is taking in a bindable prop, which is the editor itself. It's a state. Takes in if it's editable, takes in the content, style, class, and additional extensions. For additional extensions, it's just passing it down to the editor initialization. So for extensions, it just passes them down to the editor extensions init, so the editor can see our sync extension. And inside our routes page file, we are going to go okay. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot to set up our Convex client. So I forgot to set up my Convex client in the source routes layout.svelte, so I'm going to do it right now. And for now, we have the Convex client set up. So now Oops. Getting kind of messy. Let's layout dot and for now, Convex client setup. So now I have forgot to set up my Convex client, but basically what I did is just copy the client setup code from the official docs. To use our editor component, all we have to do is just import it and pass down So to use our So to enable the live sync, we will have to go to, so to enable live sync, so after we have our Convex client and editor ready, we can go in and set up our package. To do that, we just copy the installation command, add the package, and import the, oh no, we set up the package and set it up in our convex config.ts file, which is currently not created, but we're going to do it. So to set up our package, we will have to add this convex config inside the root convex config.ts file. But we will have to change it to but we will have to change the package name to cosveti, but we will have to change the package name to cosveti. Oh, well, actually, we cannot just copy this one because this is a development project. Well, actually, we cannot copy this part because this project is a Svelte package, and to test it I used library, but I'll probably change it later. We will have to go into our Z and change the part to cosveti-sync, and now we can import the client. After that, we are going to create this tiptap sync. After that, we are going to create this tiptap sync in our root directory. And as always, we're going to change. So next, we're going to set up the convex backend to use. So next, we're going to set up our convex backend to export the functions in our tiptap-sync.ts file. We're going to go to convex tiptap-sync and change this to Now we're getting this tiptap-sync error, but I believe if we run convex dev server, it will sync the component and the error will probably go away. Yes. So when we have our backend set up, we can go in and set up our component. For now, so once we have our backend set up, we're going to go and set up the front end. To do that, I'm just going to copy the example and go through it in my Z editor. For now, I'm just pasting in the code. What am I missing? What am I missing? missing? What am I missing? I have no idea. So, after I copied the code, I've got an error for this $ convex because I have not set the alias in the Svelte configuration. So I have got the error of a Svelte alias because I have not added, but we are going to quickly do it. So I have got the error of not able to find $convex because I haven't set it up in my Svelte config, but after doing it, I believe that it should work. So we have to import use tiptap sync from the package /tiptap. To use it, we will have to add this api.tiptap sync and import our editor from our library, editor /editor.svelte. And now, since we have fixed all the imports, we will be commenting out our editor. And if I'm not mistaken, now if we go to our browser, we should see the program going. Oh, cool. So so what you might see is an empty editor, but because for this test document I already have some content, you can delete it. So basically, if now we open up two browsers, paste in our local development server, and start editing, the content will be synced. If we change the styles to like H1 or paragraph or anything, it will also change. Also, I have added this pause sync for testing purposes. And here, if we type, this one is going to receive the data if we're going to console, but it's going to ignore it and not update it. Why is that? Because Convex is reactive by default. Okay. So for now, that's it. And if you are still here, I can say that thank you for watching this long and hope this was helpful. And if you want to support me or anything, you can put a like, subscribe, and leave a comment, of course. So, peace out.